Hey guys, Thomas from Team Sakuraso here. Come at you guys with another Yu-Gi-Oh! Market Watch today, and the market's going absolutely crazy, just like it does after every single ban list. So we have a lot to go over, because we have a lot of crazy buyouts that you guys have not seen just yet. But before we get to the video, if you guys could smash that like button, subscribe. If we get 100 likes on this video, that would be awesome. If you're buying any cards off my TCG player, please use my affiliate link down in the description below. Helps out the channel to no additional cost to you. For those who don't know, I actually have a shop on TCG player. It's called Sakuraso. You can find it in the description below if you ever want to buy anything to support me. So we're going to get right to it. Yada here from Legacy of Darkness. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys here. I'm so happy Yada's back. I'm going to try to tech this in quite a few things. First being Striker and just seeing how it goes. I'm glad I have my old copy from back in the day. So we have moderately played here. We have 1 for 42 here, which isn't bad because when we go to lightly, well, no, actually that's pretty bad because you have lightly playeds at 53 going up to 63, and then you have near mints at around $98, roughly about 100. However, when we go to first ed mod, 115 for your first edition moderately played, going up to 144 your lightly plays. Now, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I still think this is really cheap because you guys have to remember, this is not only the OG print of Yagarasu, but it's also the highest rarity now. Yes, they could reprint this card, but I doubt it's going to be a secret rare. And even if it is, a lot of players, everyone who knows about Yagarasu or has one, is going to prefer the ulti foiling, because, or not the ulti foiling, but the older secret foiling because of how amazing it looks. Now, I still think that even though secret rare first ed Yadas aren't the most rare thing in Legacy Yu-Gi-Oh! It's still worth maybe trying to see if, hey, maybe I should pick this one up. Near mints, though, that's what I actually want to check out. Near mint first eds are about 210, which going up to 300, which isn't that bad. Now, the other Yadagarasus here are worth some money as well. If you have commons, they're still on money because, for secrets, 50-something, people don't want to pay that. And that's the calm down price. They were about 80 to 100. About $12 for your lightly playeds there. And then you're going to have your, dark beginnings here. About $12.63, roughly the same thing. Near mints are going to be about, $13, $14 for your Yadagarasu. So I want to know in the comment section below, how many copies of Yada do you guys have, actually? Because I really want to know. Change of Heart. Now, I actually had a few. I feel like a lot of older players have a bunch of damage to mod play Change of Hearts. Because when it comes to banned cards, whenever I go through someone's bulk, Change of Heart is the most banned card I probably see in people's bulk, along with Plush Fire as well. 75 for unlimited. First light play 81. Not too bad for an old secret rare. But near mint first edition is about $150 because people, believe it or not, like running the secret over the ultra because the secret looks more updated, looks cleaner, and Legendary Collection 3 Yugi's World and 4 Joey's World is really awesome when it comes to secret foiling, and I think that's why a lot of collectors / players really like this card. This is more of the preferred version. Now, Ultra Change of Hearts here, I just really want to go over the non-slobbered version. Ultras are 30 to 35. That's not too bad here. Near mints are about $50. You're okay with a first ed light. Now, when you go to first edition, so you have first ed mod plays for $225. That's kind of disgusting. Especially because you have light plays here for $250. Well, you have one here for $250. Then you have $350. So if you actually want to grab this first ed light play for $250, might not be a bad idea since near mints go up to $500. And I mean, lightly plays go up to $100. So if you guys actually want to have an old first edition Change of Heart, now's the time to do so. And I'm actually shocked that Metal Raider first editions have not gone up that much because when you look at what first edition sold, as you see here, BANLIST came out, I think, on the 17th. Nobody's really buying first editions. I'm not even saying, I saw, okay, here's a first ed light play for $250. So someone, I guess there was a play set there. First ed heavy for $120.30. That's terrible decision, but first ed light play for $280. Some people are buying first editions, but a lot of people aren't buying them on TCG Player. So if you want one for $250, it might not be too bad. Now I'm not gonna go through every common version, but if you have these commons, they're still worth something. Even garbage shit. Now, Paw Desire's Ultimate Rare. Now, I told people that this was gonna come back to 2 to 3 eventually because Konami knows that players hate this change, as well as I think it was a temporary hit because they couldn't hit Sword Soul directly, so they want to hit Paw Desires, right? I knew this was gonna. I didn't think it would come back this soon, but I told people this is when you should be getting prepared. Ultis were about 52 something. Going up to 60. I ended up getting mine for 45 a copy because I ended up getting a playset. I was really happy with that. Or maybe it was 40. Regardless, $90 for your ultis going up to about 95. Well, if you got your copies upon desires ulti when I told you, good job. If you got the secrets, which I told you to get first sets at like $13 to $15, this card really crashed hard. First set near mints are $40, but once these two copies are gone, well, what's this third copy at 43? They're about 50, 50, 52, $100. And people are buying these as well. So if you got your copies at 15, well, you're looking at about roughly a 40 to 50, upwards to $100 for a copy of this card. You made at least 3 times your money right now if you want to sell. If you want to maybe sell a little bit and then, hold on to one or your, 2 copies, hey, that's fine. You got, I think I skipped one. So Trickstar Licorice. Now, I told people that Light Stage was going to come to 3 eventually. I know it's at 2, which I find really humorous how they gave Salamangre, Circle, and Mirage Stallion to 3. And they were just like, well, we can't have Light Stage at 3. I mean, that'd be too disruptive of the game. I mean, I don't get the logic here. But Light Stage, I'm going to give you guys a wild tip here. And I'm being sarcastic here because this always happens if you look at the ban list. They'll put one of these cards to 2, like Light Stage, just really a card that's not going to see much play at all, if any, or was a very casual card to begin with. And they'll see no play, and then they'll just bump it up to 3 after it being at 2. We see a lot of cards going to 2, and then immediately on the next list going to 3. And Light Stage is going to be that, even though I think it should jump to 3 instantly. Regardless, Licorice here, 45 for a light play. Near mints are 55, going up to about $100. Now, I have my playset of Licorice. Man, this is straight bought out. If you guys actually want to grab some of these ultis for about 50, 55, might not be a bad idea, because not only do people really like this thing, a lot of people actually have a soft spot for Trickstars, along with the Droll and Lockbird loop being very relevant, and that's actually why I got my ulti Drolls because of Trickstars, actually. So Trickstars are getting me back-to-back good decisions. But this is also an anime-exclusive favorite archetype. Like, a lot of people who watch Vrains love Trickstars. I think the character is also called Holly. I may be incorrect, but a lot of players actually like that character. And this card could go up because of that as well. Because a lot of people hoarded this card. Like, I'm not going to say there was a shortage of Trickstar Licorice before the ban list. But people certainly were putting up 10, 20 copies each. The card was slowly selling. It wasn't selling that much, actually. But I think a lot of players really want to keep this. But it's selling for $45.50 continuously. Now, I actually want to look at all the other versions of this. I want to see, are supers $1 yet? Mega Pack supers are 50 cents. Code of the Duelist is about 35 cents. Yeah, Code of the Duelist still has a lot. Now, Bane, a card that I told people to grab the Ultra at $1, or if you want the secrets, it's not bad either. Well, you have a playset for okay. You know what? This seller must be offline, but a playset for 95 cents is crazy. $5 here, going up to $10 for your secret Banes. I actually had quite a few secrets as bulk from the 2020 tins because I did not want to get rid of it, and I ended up selling my secrets for about $4 to $5 here, which, seeing what the prices are, you have a wall here for $7. I'm not too upset for getting $4 or $5 off a card that was basically 50 cents. Ultra Banes. I told people to get this version because this is short print out of Savage Drake. And Savage Drake is a very short, is a set that's very hard to get the singles from. Well, if you have those, well, you got a first set here for about $7.50, $8, $9, and then 10s going up to 16s right over here. So these are quickly going. If you want to grab your first set Bane just to have it, well, maybe it'll get reprinted. Maybe they'll give Trickstars a little more love soon, but I don't really see it. Now, Trickstar Reincarnation. This is a card that I want to go over. Now, first editions here. Now, these were about $3. I told people this is very cheap for a secret rare. For a card that, when Light Stage goes off the ban list, is going to go sky high. Now, these were about $3.50 when I mentioned them. You have a light play here for about $6.70. You have 2 of them. $6.70 over here. Once we go to first set near mints, $9 here, going up to $9. You have a few copies here below the $10 mark, but they don't really go into double digits until they hit $20. There's real no difference. Like, once someone, people buy these copies and they eventually buy this copy, it's 21 going up to 35. this is a card you're going to want right now. And there's another secret rare, although I highly recommend getting these. And if you have these in bulk and you feel like getting rid of them, might not be a bad idea. I mean, it's a free buck, right? The Relentless Revenge ones are about $4 or $5 going up to $6 here. I would just grab the originals though. And then I just want to see for the last card, I really want to see where Candina is. Candina here, you got about 12 listings. About $6. Well, you have some cheaper copies here, about 2, 3. But they're getting bought out too. Now, I might want to play with Trickstar and just see how it goes. Because for those who don't know, I actually really like, Trickstars. Because I used to play Trickstar Sky Striker. And I think that going first Trickstar Sky Striker might not be a bad idea per se anymore. It's just a thought. But, yeah. Maybe you could, like, play it in the main for round 1. And then round 2, you could sign up all the Trickstars completely. And then you could put in, like 12 hand traps plus some other sides. Might not be a bad idea. But I'll playtest with it eventually. Infinitrack Harvester is getting bought out for Earth Machine. $21 here, going up to $24, going up to $25. I told people to get secrets when they were about $7, $8 because they were bound to go up. This card is just not only good in Infinitracks, but in Earth Machine, it is also pretty good as well because they play the little engine. You got Anchor as well. That lets you, combo off as well. You have Ultras here at about $3, $4 here. These were like little pennies coming out of the Megatons. So you guys might have this in hollow bulk. You guys might want to check it out. Secret rares are $9. Well, if Infinitrack could go to 20, this go to 15. Next page show these kind of quickly go up to 13. So might not be an awful grab. Now, Big Lancer, the Resurgent. Now this card's not okay. I'm gonna be honest with you here. I don't like this card. It's not awful. It is a quick effect bounce, but you take a bunch of burn, and then you could bring it back as an interrupt. So it's not awful, but because it doesn't negate the effect. You take damage equal to the effect monster, right? I know life points don't matter, but it kind of sucks, right? I wouldn't mind it if it negates and bounces, but it just negates and returns it. And so, yeah, this isn't bad if they summon the card and then it does have an on summon effect, but as an effect after that you have to activate. Because on summon you can quick effect this, and then that's fine, I guess. The card's not bad, but it's gonna probably get an ultra rare eventually. If you have this card, I would just sell it. Alba, man, we get Dimension Force tomorrow, but as a vendor, this set's technically been out for like a week and a half for me. So, $25 here. I see a lot of listings at like 25, 26. This card's probably gonna go to $18, maybe 16, but then it's gonna shoot back up later. Flying Elephant Secret from Battles of Legend Relentless Revenge. Now, I went over this on my live stream, which something amazing happened in my live stream. I'm going to spoil it a little bit later on, but I'm going to give you guys a fair warning on that. You guys should definitely go watch it. Someone told me to go over this, and they want me to go over it again. Well, first 10 minutes are now $10. Now, I told people to grab this when it was about a $5 card, and then they shot up to about 20-something, and then they kind of calmed down, and now they're back to about $10, so double your money. But the issue I'm seeing right here is once you grab these 5 copies here, I know one's at 12, but bear with me, $19 to $20 for a copy. And this card, it is selling. People are actually really buying these, especially in the month of May, as you see over here. Someone bought 5 actually at $10.50. Now, the thing about this card is Konami is never going to reprint this card because it's one of those cards that says, hey, you win the duel, if it attacks directly, which, I mean, I feel like this card is a little bit, how would I say this? The word is probably gimmicky. It's also not bad because if it would be destroyed by a postcard effect, during each of your opponent's turns, it's not destroyed, so it has a little protection. But, it's just the next effect is really bad. That's the issue. If this card actually said if it attacks directly, you win the duel, this card would actually be really good because, as gimmicky as this could be, you could search it out and then put the little bow arrow thing on it. That lets you attack directly but lose 1,000. Because it just has to inflict battle damage. It doesn't matter the amount, right? And there's an equip that lets you attack directly if you lose 1,000 attack. You can attack for 850 directly and just win the duel. It'd be really, really funny. But Konami's not going to reprint this card, ever. because this is one of those old legacy cards that they're going to do one print and done. And if they do reprint it, it's not going to be as a secret rare, which is the highest OG rarity. So this is a very safe investment. Even at $10, I think it's worth getting. TG Wonder Magician Ultimate Rare is bought out, and I know what people are thinking. Oh, people are finally using it with Hulk. I guess so. I don't know why they waited 3 years, but when it's Synchro Summon, which Hulk uses, when Hulk uses this, it's used as a Synchro Summon. You can select a spell or trap on the field and destroy it. When it's card on the field, destroy it, you draw a card. Right. And during your opponent's main phase, you can Synchro Summon using this card. You control it as a face-up Synchro Material monster. So you could sync with it with Hulk on main phase to pop a spell or trap, which, you know, isn't too bad. If, let's say, they activate, what would I say to this? Let's say they activate a field spell, or they activate some type of continuous spell, like, you know, that would help. This won't work with Floodgates, because if you do the Hulk effect, with, you chain Hulk, to it, you know, with chain links and all that, it wouldn't be able to pop, sadly, but, because it would be, you know, you would synchro some of this, and then the chain would finish, they activate the floodgate, and then if it's a skill drain, well, you don't get the pop. I know a lot of players know that, but, you know, it just is what it is. If it could be, what's called, negated or something, maybe that'd be kind of cool. But Ultimate Rare, slightly played 70, first item, it's $100. If you have this, I'd just get rid of it. Ultras are like $3. That's fine. 3, 4. You know, they go up quickly, I guess. So if you have an ultra, I guess you can hold it. Now, secret rares. Now, this card looks absolutely gorgeous in secret. I really like it. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Anya from Spy X Family. Now that I'm looking at it. First set near mints are about $15. Yeah, if you have these, just sell it. But oh man, the Legendary Collection. If you don't want to sell it because it looks good, that's great. Fake Trap, the card I get asked to go over all the time. Well, unlimiteds are like almost $1. First editions are, you have a mod play here for $1. First light play for about $4 here. Near mint for $6.50, and then, you know, they quickly go up to $10. So if you want to grab your light play fake traps, but be warned, this is definitely getting a ghost rare. I go over all your guys' meme picks, and sometimes it's so tiring. Okay, jokes aside, though, I actually really do love this artwork. I don't know, it's just funny. Monkey board supers are about $8 here. I told people to get this at $2, $3, and this was the price it was before BANLIST, roughly being about $6. And I just want to say this again, just in case you missed my live stream, my last article watch. This card doesn't ever go up before a BANLIST. However, this one did. So people had insider information on this, and I feel like you could look at cards like, say, Monkey Board and all that, and you, at this point, if like a card that doesn't go up, usually when it comes to BANLIST season goes up, I feel like people are since they might be using inside information, you might want to just get one copy just to be sure. But yeah, Super Monkey Boards are $7, $8. Elemental Hero Sunriser from Legendary Duelist Magical Hero. These are about $24, $25 here. This is going to get reprinted in Legendary Duelist Season 3. I remember about 2 videos ago, I said Liquid Solar isn't going to get reprinted anytime soon because we don't have a reprint set. But later on that video, I mentioned Legendary Duelist Season 3, so I felt like an absolute clown. I think someone in the comments said, oh no, it's Liquid Solar is probably going to get reprinted Legendary Duelist Season 3. I'm like, what? Yeah, it is. And then I went through the video, and I'm like, why did I just brain fart on Liquid Soldier like that? Of course it's going to get reprinted Legendary Duel Season 3. So that was a mistake by me if you're watching about 2 videos ago. But someone had like a bunch of these. If you have these, I would sell them. Free money. Liquid Soldier, since we're talking about it, we might as well go over it again, right? Yeah, 115 here. Yeah, that's disgusting. Ferris's Ultras are like 250. That's not too bad. Logith, Starlight Rare. Now, I actually pulled this on my live stream. I opened up 2 boxes, right? So I was like, let me try and get branded openings. And it was so funny because I got a $10 donation of someone saying, hey, you're going to pull the Starlight Rare Stardust. And then this pack, I pulled a Starlight Rare. It wasn't Stardust, but it was pretty close. $100 here for a Starlight, but they go up to about 110 here. I think this card's going to slowly go up to 200, honestly. I would grab your copy while you can. Ultras, now that the card's seeing play, 9 straight buckaroos. You know, that's some money. McAllis here is about $80 here. Okay. Not good, but not bad either. It could go up as well. Like if we see all the Exorcist stuff going up, I mean, even though it's like not too Reliant. Maybe box of Grand Creator isn't too bad. $80 for your Foxy Tunes. Rights are about, let's just go over Grand Creators at this point. 125 for your rights. Again, that's not too bad. I should have got them when they were about $100. Water Enchanter, these are about like 150 roughly. Yeah, about 100. Well, you have one copy here for 130. That's quite cheap. So that's not too bad. Torrentials at 55. You should grab your Torrentials. Ultras at 55. Ultras here at about 53. But we're going to go over Exosister stuff mainly here. Because my boy Josh, which thank everyone, if you're commenting, say at the end of your comment, thank you, Josh. Because he actually helps edit thumbnails for me. And he does it for pretty cheap. He does it really quickly. Because if you guys don't know, whenever news videos and other stuff come out, I kind of have to rush to get the thumbnail out, and I'm not too good sometimes at communicating when I need a thumbnail or not. There's no ever drama or, tension with it. I just feel like an idiot because I'm like, wait, I have to say it last second. But just always has me. So say in your comment, thank you, Josh. And this was his request. So CR McAllis is at 80. It's not good, but it's not bad. Exosister Pack CR is at like $70. You only play 2 copies of this in good builds from what I've heard. So maybe not grab this one. I'd rather grab Extra Deck CRs in my honest opinion here. Sophia CRs. Oh, Pax. Never mind. My bad. Pax. I think you run 3 of. I was thinking of Sophia. Sophia, you run 2 of. Pax CRs are a bit of money. Sophia's are about 36 here. Pax regulars here are 69 listings. Nice. 13s for Exosister packs. I actually do want to play this deck. McAllister's are $8. These are about 5s. These are going to drop to about $2. Supers, quarters on everything here. The deck's not super duper expensive, but if you want it, I definitely grab it now. I actually want to see what the Starlight rares are for this because these were like 700-800. So what's that? Oh, should I buy this? No. Well, you're saying it'll drop to 600. The card's going to drop to like 200-ish, maybe 300-ish. It's definitely not going to be above 400. I'd be absolutely shocked. So yeah, make sure that if you have this card, just sell it immediately. Let's actually go over Dimension Force pre-sales. Ghost Spell, $400 here. Actually, I actually do want to also mention very quickly that yesterday I actually had a video up for like a few minutes, and my boy Gabe actually caught it. He's like, "So are all videos gonna be private now?" He's got some pretty funny jokes here, but I ended up privating a video because I tried to give you guys the first YouTube short because that was one of my goals for this month. Maybe I said it was next month, but I wanted to get something done that day when I had time. And the short thing, how you upload shorts on YouTube, I don't know. It was just a little complicated to me. It just wouldn't load as a short. It would only load as like a regular video. And that was kind of pissing me off. So I'm going to have some help with that. You guys are going to see that video. I'd still upload. It's going to be the same video, but it's going to come up hopefully next week then, because this weekend I'm gonna be taking off to have some fun. Therian Regulus Starlight Rare about 300 310. That's actually very nice priced for a Starlight Rare. I actually think this is a fair price for it. Regulus is at 61 here. At least they have pictures finally. Yeah, Beyond the Pendulum here. 25. This card just looks so sick. This card looks awesome, doesn't it? Like, it has like the fire and ice thing. They're about 25s here. They could go to 20s. They're probably gonna go to like 20, maybe even 15. Ultra Rare Starfrost. I like this card by about 15s here. 15 for a Legal Knight. Honestly, might not. I think this is actually a very good pre-sale, but it could drop because a lot of players, even though it's a very good card, might not. Some players are opting out of it. Lilias are 15. Secrets are about 9s. If it goes to 5s or below, so I'm getting it. Frenzy's at $10. A lot of people actually want to play this. They could go to about 5 to 7 as Ultras, but if you just want the card to play right now, I mean, $10, you get it, is what it is. Psychic and Punishment at $8, probably going to drop to about a few dollars or less. Same thing with these cards. The rest of this is just, it is what it is kind of thing. I really like Libromancer Fire's artwork, though. He kind of reminds me like he's outside like an arcade. He looks so edgy, but so cool. He looks like a nerd trying to find style. The Scareclaw cards, man, this card looks so cool. You can special summon this card from your hand adjacent to a Scarecrow monster you control or in its column, so that's pretty good. I really like how they're playing like kind of like Mech Knights. What's it called? Let's anyway. You can only special summon it once per turn this way. If the card's normal or special, you add a spell or trap from the deck to your hand. Then, if 3 or more defense position monsters are on the field, which that's the deck's gimmick, you can draw a card. So it searches your card, right? And then you get to draw a card. This card's really good, actually. I really do want to play with Scareclaw actually and kind of see what they do. I just want to play a bunch of new decks, to be honest with you here. But like the issue I have is I don't have as much time to play the game, and I'd rather event. But you know, is what it is. Maybe you know it's something I might actually do here since at the end of this market watch is what I might do is maybe I'll take a time where uh or what I'll do is I'll see if there's 2 locals on that day, and what I'll do is I'll maybe like play at 1 locals and then vend in another one, and just try that out because I definitely just want to play and have more fun with this game. And I'm just really not doing the best with that. I'm just vending. I'm barely playing. Like I still play with friends, which is cool, but just not as often. You know, plans fall through. You know, but that's being an adult. You know, that's why I think a lot of players on my you know, who watch my videos. So I know a lot of you actually don't care about the meta that much, and maybe you're like me and you just don't have the time. You know, by the time you care about the meta and you find the time and all that, it's a new format essentially. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to smash that like button if you did and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video. Let me know what I'm going over in the next Mark Watch in the comment section below as well. And if you're buying any cards, I'll teach you. Please my affiliate link down in the description below. And thank you to all my YouTube channel members. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.